Welcome to the postgame show, brought to you by McDonald Ford on Media One Television. McDonald Ford, winner of the 1998 President's Award. McDonald Ford in Northville, it's a done deal. Welcome, I'm Jeff Albanese to our post-game show. Tonight, it was the Plymouth Whalers over the Guelph Storm by a final score of 8-4. And a great all-around effort. That's 2 nights in a row that Plymouth has scored over 7 goals. So hopefully they can keep this momentum going into the next series here. So, a profound stack of hockey gurus have tried to select our 3-star selection tonight, and it was pretty tough. But I think you'll agree with our first two. The third one was the toughest one that we had trouble with tonight. So, for the Desira Chiropractic Life Center's 3 stars of the game, let's go to them now. Our third star was Sean Fisher, number 13. He helped. Great blue line work and 2 assists on the night with 4 points total for Sean Fisher tonight. That's why he deserves the 3rd star. Our 2nd star was the hat trick man, number 21, Justin Williams, with a great performance in the first period. 2 minutes and 23 seconds was all it took for him to net that hat trick. And then, of course, our number 1 star, Damian Surma. 6 points on the night, 2 goals and 4 assists. That's why he was chosen as our number 1 star of the game. Now, when you talk about offensive performance, now Coach DeBoer and the Plymouth Whalers always stress defense, defense, defense. But the last 2 games, it seems like there's been an outpouring of shots on goal, good quality scoring chances, and the Whalers capitalized on that tonight. So the final score of 8-4 over Guelph Storm. And don't look now, folks, but Sioux Greyhounds weren't in action tonight. So that means that Plymouth is now tied for the number 1 spot in the West Division. So, congratulations to Plymouth. Right now, our own John Bauer is standing by with our CDI Information Service Player of the Game. JB?
Information Service Player of the Game is Damian Surma of the Whalers. Damian, 2 goals, 4 assists here this evening, and you and Justin Williams really got things started in that first period. Why were you guys clicking so well?
I don't know. We played together before in the middle of the season when Stephen Weiss was gone for the under-17s, and we clicked pretty good back then. So I think we just carried it to now, and we're still clicking. So it's a pretty good line. I hope we keep it together.
Well, you guys had an outstanding first period, and you with 4 assists. Now talk about those early passes. It seemed like you guys were trying to go right across the top of the crease in front of Anderson, and that's how Williams was able to get 2 of his goals in the first period.
Yeah, Anderson's a big, good goalie with quick reflexes, so we tried to get him going back and forth and then put it home upstairs because, you know, he takes away the bottom half of the net, so really put a couple in early and damage his confidence.
Well, this is your biggest game of your OHL career with 6 points, but not your biggest game in your hockey career. Tell us about a couple of your 10-point games.
Back when I was like maybe 13 or something, I would play with Little Caesars and had a few 10-point games, you know. Back then it was a little easier than it is now, though, so I'm happy with this one.
Well, the Whalers take 4 points this weekend. You inch closer. In fact, you're now in a first-place tie with the Sioux Greyhounds with a game at hand, so by percentage-wise, you are now in first place. Now a familiar place last year, but an unfamiliar place for the Whalers this season. What do you guys have to do to keep this up to win the conference in the regular season?
We just got to keep playing like we're playing. You know, we have a reputation of being one of the hardest working teams in the OHL, and night in, night out, we come in and work harder than the other team, and that's how we get most of our wins. But these last 2 games have been kind of a scoring fest, and we just keep working hard when we score, and then the good things come. So we're happy with the way we've been playing.
Well, finally, Damian, on Tuesday evening, the Sarnia Sting invade the CompuWare Sports Arena. The Whalers have not lost to the Sting 1-0-2 this season against the club from Sarnia, but they're hot. What type of game do you expect from Sarnia on Tuesday evening?
Very good, divisional game. You know, hard up and down action, very physical. You know, they're on like a 6-game winning streak or something, but so are we. So it should be a good game.
Well, Damian, congratulations on your 6-point performance tonight and being named for the 2nd time this season the CDI Information Service Player of the Game.
Thank you. And I'd like to thank Swami Baha and his positive thinking tapes. Thank you very much, Swami.
Thanks, Damian.
No problem.
Damian Surma, our CDI Information Service Player of the Game. Now let's send it back upstairs to Eric Peasley for the plays of the game.
Thank you, John. Thank you, Damian. And again, thank you, Swami. Certainly. Oh, Damian, of course, coming up with a great game. It goes without saying there. But, you know, on one of the few occasions all season long that the Whalers have been outshot, they got outshot 37-31. The offensive aspect of the hockey game went in favor of the Plymouth Whalers. And, of course, things opened up in the first period with a hat trick by Justin Williams, leading to one of our star selections here tonight. And, of course, Damon Williams coming up with his, or Damon Sermon, rather, coming up with his big 6-point evening as well, based on 4 assists and the 2 goals, as John just mentioned. But the third period really wasn't all the Whalers. The Guelph Storm managed to get themselves into this hockey game. As you take a look at this opportunity coming up right here, and they're going to make it pay. This is Gerbe. He takes it in over the line, gets a nice shot on Rob Zepp right here off the quick wrister, and beats him high on the glove side. And the Guelph Storm really trying to make this into a hockey game. But this one comes right here. This is Justin Williams. He's breaking in on the left side. This is going to be the big goal right here, coming into number 19, Tomas Kirka, and he buried that one. That was his second of the night. So we had Whalers players on a roll here as far as scoring goals here. Kirka got 2, of course Damian Sermon got 2, and Justin Williams got 3 goals. So a big night on the offensive end of things for the Plymouth Whalers. Looking at the shots on goal, as I mentioned, they're going to need to tighten that up a little bit to try to keep that number down. That, of course, is one of the things that the Whalers pride themselves on, as a good, strong defensive effort all season long. And over the last couple of nights, that may have gotten away from a little bit, but the offense has been there in order to pick up that slack. The key play on the offense here tonight is going to go, I think, as far as Damian Sermon. We're going to take a look at this. This is a great move by Damian Sermon. Comes in across the netminder. He gets him going one way, brings it upstairs as the netminder Madden got the pad down, but it wasn't enough. And Damian Sermon, with his good speed, breaking in on the left wing side. Again, speed the secret tonight as far as the offense was concerned for the Whalers all evening long. And that was just an outstanding example of their being able to capitalize on the speed as exercised by Sermon, breaking in with that backhanded opportunity. So the Whalers come up with a very big win here tonight. It sends a very, very contented